In case you're wondering what just happened, the rule they're playing is that if you make the ball on the break in your pocket, it's a re-rack. It's kind of a new rule in one pocket.
Yes.
I've never seen that one before, to tell you the truth. I can understand why, though.
So I believe it's game count 13-6 now.
13-6. Another nice break by Dennis. You see, he laid the ball like 11 ball right in front of his pocket, and he got the that's all you got to do on the break in one pocket. You want to hit it medium soft, hit the head ball as thin as you can with inside English, and let that cue ball slide up along the rail. The only thing you can do better than what Dennis did is if the cue ball is hugging the rail. And you put a ball near your hole, a ball or two, and you hide the cue ball behind the pack. Right now, with a break like that, Dennis has the upper hand in this rack. Tony is forced to come up with some kind of defensive move. Tony was trying to hit that ball. He was trying to hit the 11 with that, whatever it was, the 10 ball. You know, there's a shot here, Daniel, that a lot of players don't see. He can come off the top of the 11 really thin with left English and put the cue ball behind the pack again, and the 11 ball will still be there in front of his pocket. I don't know what he's
You mean come off
at.
this ball?
No, I'm talking about
The 13.
Oh, the 13. Come off, spin the cue ball off the edge of the 13 so the 13 doesn't move very far.
Sure.
And the cue ball goes up above the 11 behind the pack.
No, I've played that shot many, many times.
Well, you're a good player.
It's a good shot. It's a good shot. Well, thank you. I'm not good enough to be in. I'm good enough to be in the box. Let's just put it that way.
Listen, we're not in this league. I understand.
Yeah, I know.
That.
This is like we're both outclassed here, but I agree. That's a good shot. I think he might.
Some players, even there's basic one shots, pocket shots that sometimes I see good players. They don't see the shot. They don't see that it's there.
Yeah.
It's an option.
See here,
Dennis will probably come off the side of the pack. I don't know if that's the 4 or the 7 ball. That's solid there next to the 3. He can just slide off the side of the pack and put the cue ball on that left rail again.
Yeah, but I don't want him leaving. He doesn't want to leave a bank for Tony, even though you see that he's got that 13 in front of Dennis's pocket. Tony sees a bank, he might go for it.
Yeah. Now he's shooting this ball. He wants to put the cue ball up on the end rail. No, he used that to get behind the pack. Yeah. That's good. I like that shot.
And he took away the bank, I think. Is that 11 ball available?
I don't think so. No, it's blocked. Yeah. It's blocked.
Okay. All right, so,
And this is the way a lot of one-pocket games start out, is defense back and forth until somebody makes a mistake. Who's going to flinch first this game? See, if I'm Dennis, I'm just going off the left side of that pack and putting the cue ball right up there by the side pocket against the rail. Why not? Keep Tony on the defense.
I think also, Jay, he wants to open up a couple more balls to his side. So he's thinking about how to do that too.
Oh, he's definitely thinking about it. But if the shot ain't there, you got to take what the table gives you. And I know you've heard that, Daniel.
Oh, yes, you do.
You start kicking into that pack, you're going to get in trouble, I'll tell you.
Yeah, well, sometimes you got to win these games on, kind of on God's time, not on your time,
Let's see this one. Maybe he's going to do the same thing again. Use that ball to go across the table. Let's see.
Is he crossing the one-up table?
No. He's going to go like this.
He's crossing the one-up table.
Oh, look at this shot. I like this shot. Look at this
good,
shot.
But he's I don't know if he's high enough. He needs his cue balls a little low.
Tony may just go slide the cue ball underneath that 11 ball or 13 ball.
He's going to remove both balls, and he's going to bring the 13 back to Tony's hole.
It's not easy to remove both balls here, believe it or not. He'd like to be able to kick and cross the 13 ball, but if he does, he'll probably miss that one. That's what he's looking at.
Yeah, I disagree. I think he'll hit that one out of there nicely.
Well, he's thinking that he'll then tap the one ball, but
let's see.
This may not work. Because Because if he shoots this shot this way, he's got to clear that one ball too.
Or just make the 13.
Well, yeah, that's a low percentage bank. I mean, it's for a player like Tony, it's pretty high percentage that'll hit it towards his pocket, but make it? No.
He may actually hit this with pace.
Oh, now he looks like he's kicking the.
He's hitting it with pace.
Look at it. This is not good. This is no good. Dennis can stretch over there and probably cut this ball in. The 13.
You think so?
And again, if he can't cut it in, cut it towards your pocket and spin the cue ball behind the pack. Dennis, I'm talking to you, buddy. Slide that 13
No
ball
bias in this match. No bias at all.
Well, I just want to see. I'd like to see a close match. That's what I'd like to see.
Pool. Yeah,
I want you to know something, guys. I'm not betting on this match. I'm not betting on Dennis or Tony. I don't have a bet on either player to win. And that's the truth. I damn sure wasn't going to give up 6 or 7 games in a row. See, that's what he's shooting. He just wants to slide this ball towards his hole and put the cue ball behind the pack. A little bit of right English. Yeah. Thank you, Dennis.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dennis. You make me look smart once in a while.
I think a little harder work to keep the cue ball on the rail is required from Dennis, but otherwise, a pretty standard defensive shot.
Tony's looking to see if he can go 3 rails around those balls and get behind the 13, but I don't know if that shot's even there.
It's not. It's not. It would be a 3-rail combination shot.
You notice the pack still looks the same as it did after the break shot. It's the same situation.
Yeah, not a lot's been moved.
Where Dennis, balls have been moved, but there's still one ball in front of Dennis's hole. Yeah, he's going around. Look at this. Look at this. Look at
3-rail
this.
kick.
He's gonna.
Okay, so that's a foul.
He lost the ball, but you know what? The shot was successful. The shot was successful.
Hey, Chris Swartz bringing the kids in. Hi, are you Hayden? How you doing? I'm Daniel. Chris Swartz's son, Hayden, come to visit us.
Good-looking guys, man.
Katie?
Oh,
Kaylee.
Katie.
What a
Katie
beautiful name.
Kaylin?
Kaylee. All right. 2 beautiful kids.
You're a millionaire twice over, Chris.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
and you must be 8 years old.
Wow.
I was right.
What's his name?
Hayden
and Kaylee. Okay.
All right.
I got a granddaughter named Carly. Close.
So we got a couple of surprise spectators in our booth today.
Look at this shot. He hit a good look.
Very
at this
nice
shot.
shot.
Nice
Played
shot,
it
Dennis.
off the 3.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Notice how he controlled the cue ball,
Good use of cue ball too.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with that shot.
Hey, Hayden, you like your dad's pool room? Kind of fun, isn't it? Huh? We like it too.
Well, he's obviously eyeballing some sort of combination.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to go, but it's going to go towards the hole. That's what he's looking at. The
14, 8.
He's thinking the 3 may kiss off the 13.
Or 5, 14, 8.
Yeah.
5, 14, 8.
He's thinking the 3 may. I don't know. I think he's shooting at the 3. We'll see. He's going to stick the cue ball, though, right on the pack, which is good. Oh, wow, it was dead.
It goes. Oh, no, look at him.
Well, he's got shots. Don't worry, he ain't done. If he has to look up the other way, he can bank that ball.
Yeah, that 9 ball?
Yeah, he can bank that ball towards his hole and put the cue ball down on the end rail and keep Tony in jeopardy.
So now, here's what he's got. You see where he's looking right now? He's got to look out for that bottom row of 3 balls, because that's what Tony's going to look for to open up somewhere.
Right.
And so those are the balls that are really going to change the game here.
Dennis is looking at it like this like the 3-ball combination might go. I'm not sure.
15-3.
Yeah, he's taking a long look at this one, like he wants to shoot it.
I think he can effectively shoot that ball by splitting the 6 and the 15.
This is,
he might not leave he'll put the 16 back up table.
You know what I always say, Daniel, what I always say is you got to walk around the table. He's finally looking up table. He's finally looking at this option, and this is not a bad option right here. He's got a big window to shoot that 9 through, going right towards his pocket. Now he's looking, he sees something here he likes. It's hard for us in the booth to really see that pack. I can't overemphasize how important it is to be able to analyze the pack in one pocket. Here's where a straight pool player has an advantage because they understand the pack.
Yes, and actually when you say overanalyze, it's not necessary. It's just analyze because there's no looking at that pack too much.
I think you always got to look at the pack and see how the balls are aimed because there might be something aimed towards your opponent's pocket. Dennis found that one combination on the 8 ball. He's looking at this like he wants to shoot it. I just don't know.
On the 8 ball?
No. He made the 8, didn't it? Wasn't that the 8 ball that he made the last shot?
Mm-hmm.
He looks like he's dying to shoot at that 3 ball.
Well, what I don't like about this shot is it might only be really worth it to him, worth 1 ball.
Well, you better make it because look, if he misses it, look at that combination. I mean, look at that bank shot Tony's got on the 13.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there that I don't think is. He's not taking the 9 ball.
No, he's moving balls towards his hole. He's moving balls towards his hole and putting the cue ball up.
He's not taking
That's all he's
the 9
doing.
ball. That's a good shot.
Yeah, look at that. He's using those 2 balls as blockers. The 2 balls in the middle of the table as blockers. I'll tell you what, he's doing something different the last 2 or 3 games is he's keeping Tony on the defense.
Yeah, but you know what? Tony's going to cut this 9 ball.
Are you sure? I think not. I think not.
I just wanted to scare you a little.
Okay. I'm not scared. Listen, if I'm playing somebody and they want to cut the 9 ball, I say, please. Go right ahead.
You know, Shane played a shot like that in not yesterday in the 1 pocket tournament.
Did he make it?
Yes, and he was losing to Billy Thorpe.
Yeah.
Billy Thorpe had him like locked up. Sorry about that.
Calm down, Daniel. You're getting me excited.
Anyway, we're being told that we're talking loud.
Oh, okay. We just got busted.
Oh, wait a minute. Look, he's playing my shot.
Oh my God. Look at this.
I just wanted to scare you, Jay.
No, he's looking at it. I can see that. He's looking at it. Well, we're a good 25 feet from the table, but I know I've been warned about talk. I was warned when I was in grade school that I talked too loud in class, you know. I used to get a check mark on report card every time. Talks in class.
Is he trying to blast through?
He's trying to cut that ball in.
He's playing my shot.
Well, Dennis, can you take advantage of it? I think Dennis can see the 13. I'm not sure. I think he can see the 13. If not, he's got other shit. See, here's where I walk around and look the other way. You can also bank that. What is it, that 1 ball? You can bank the 1 into the... Yeah, look, now he's looking at it. Let's see. I can bank the 1 into the 3. I can stick the cue ball there.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the 9 ball. I was a little confused.
Bank the 9 into the 3, stick the cue ball, and if you get him going that way, maybe the 2 will go in and you run out, right? No, he wants to shoot. He wants to shoot the 13. All I can tell you is if he shoots it, he better make it. It looks like he's got to jump in
Let's see if the lane's open.
He's massing a little bit. Oh, look at
this. The lane is not anywhere near open, Jay.
This is a hard shot. Wow. How good did he hit that ball?
Hard shot played by a good player.
Dennis likes his Miyuchi. That's his new cue. He's no longer a Tiger man. He's a Miyuchi man now.
Yeah.
He told me he loves that new cue. You know, you got to really have confidence in your cue to shoot a shot like that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of people were theorizing about yesterday. You know, it's the table, it's his new Mucci, but he does really like that new cue.
Oh my God, did he get jacked up on top of this ball?
No, I think he's okay, Jay.
I don't think he's okay because it's going to be hard for him to do something with the cue ball. He went a foot too far with his cue ball just now.
You're right.
He's shooting, but this.
Let's take a look at his cue action.
He made the shot harder. I guarantee you, he made the shot harder. Wow, good shot. Dennis is playing a little bit now.
Yeah, he's starting to hit him in.
He's making balls. I'm not sure he can see that 14 though. Is that the 14? That stripe? No, he can't see it. You see, he got in trouble, Daniel, because he got bad shape on the last ball.
Well, take a look, though.
He's got to spin this ball, and he's got to throw it. He's got to throw it with left English. He's got to throw it to the right.
He might be looking at shooting the 8 ball anyway, or the 4 ball, whatever that.
He wants to make that stripe. He got a little bit bad on the last ball, and it made it hard for him to play shape. He wants to spin this ball in. See? That's what happened.
He played it safe.
Cost him the run. He didn't play it safe. He missed. He's got 5. He's got 5.
5 to -1.
See, if he'd had good shape on that last strike ball, he'd have slid over and got whatever that is, the 4 ball next, and got behind, could have shot the 5. He could have got out. He definitely could have got out. But he went too far with his cue ball. Meanwhile, Tony can bank this ball, and it's a pretty free shot. He can bank the ball up table towards the 9. See that stripe up there by the side pocket? That's what he wants to shoot at. He's got to be careful because the cue ball is going to slide towards the side pocket. That's what he's looking at. He's got to make sure he doesn't lose that cue ball because that would be game.
Well, let's take a look at his. This is a good time to take a look at Tony's game during this stage because it's not often that we've seen him down 5 balls or 6 balls against Dennis. His shot selection could change a little bit, but he's shooting that shot.
He hit it good. He hit it good. He hit it really good. Just like that, he kind of turned the rack around.
He has turned this rack around.
And it all is because Dennis played bad shape on 1 ball.
Well, he went for that ball, too.
Yeah.
He went for the 14. He tried to spin it in.
Yeah, you're right.
I think he actually could have cut the 4 ball instead.
I don't think so. Dennis is shooting this 2 ball. Dennis wants to shoot. Is that the 4 ball?
I believe it's the 4. It's the 4.
Wow. He needed to make. I'll tell you what. He needed to make it. That's for sure. I don't care what happens now. He made that ball. That was important. If he missed that ball, he could have lost the game. I mean, he might lose the game anyway, but he's in a lot better shape now. He may try to cross this 3 ball. He's got him 6-0.
He could cross. He could cross and still not leave the 9 ball. It's just as long as he doesn't. The kiss. It's close to a kiss as well. So
I don't think there's. He can cross this ball. He'd probably give up a shot on the 9 if he misses it though. I don't know if he can spin that cue ball into the 9, which he would like to do. If he could hit it with high right English and cross this ball and spin the cue ball into the 9, it'd be a real good shot. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. Let's see. Be a 2-way shot and a good one. He made it.
That's on.
He made it.
Yep.
Nice shot, Dennis.
Dennis playing for 1. Left himself tough, but really he was leaving Tony tough is what he wanted, just in case. That's how you play this game, folks.
Well, needing 1 ball, even though he knows he's going to give up a shot on the 9, he's going to shoot anyway. I think he's going to shoot. Why not shoot at your game ball?
Well, because Tony runs out.
Well, Dennis is on a roll right now. This would be a nice emphasis right here. Looks
He's
like
on.
he overcut
He's
it.
on.
Oh, no, he made
He's
it.
on. That was all pocket, Jay.
13-7. He won 3 games in a row.
13-7.
I heard the food at California Billiards is pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Is it true? Is it true? Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty soon I'm going to take a dinner break.
I got your dinner, Jay. I got your dinner.
God bless you, man.
Yep.
God bless you. Steak? No,
Actually,
I'm not a steak guy.
You and Adrian. Whatever you and Adrian want for dinner tonight, I got it, okay?
Thank you
Anything
very
at the
much.
bar.
God, Daniel. I kiss you, but Geraldine is here.
That's okay. She's not the jealous type. Actually, well, she is a little jealous. So. Anyway, let's get back to. Want to thank West State Billiards, Tiger Products, and JB Cases. This game is not slowing down a little bit, so let me remove these coveted logos that we have here from
all
our
good
lovely
people.
Sponsors.
I really like West State Billiards. Donnie Wessels, Tiger, Tony is the greatest.
Awesome service at West State Billiards. Great service. You know, look, we made it a point at the West Coast Swing events to only work with the best in the billiard industry, and you know, this is what we consider some of the best.
Listen, I got a lot of admiration for both those guys, Donnie Wessels of West State and Tony K over at Tiger.
Not to mention the JB Cases and John
That's
Barton.
John Barton.
Yes.
I've known him for a million years. He's all these people stand behind their products.
Stand behind them.
Oh, Dennis, he made a critical error there. He got a little lucky that he blocked that ball. He double kissed it. Uh-oh. Just when things were looking good for Dennis, he made a bad shot. I mean, there was nothing wrong with that bank, but you can't run the cue ball into it.
The combo's on, so.
Yeah, you're right. Tony can cut this in. Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, he's so lucky there to get a good cue ball.
Yeah, but Dennis can bank this 6 ball.
Yeah, but
get out of the trap.
But the 6 is not, you know, the lane's not open for the 6. He's going to have to play a good shot.
Did you see how bad Tony hit that off-angle combination?
He was a little elevated, his cue.
Yeah, but still, that wasn't a hard shot. He way overcut that ball.
Yeah.
So he's showing some chinks in his armor right now. I mean, I fully expect, like you said, 85% on the shot a while ago. Mm-hmm. I'd have said 90% on him making that ball, and he missed it badly.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see a few swings, Jay. Definitely. It's not going to be anything like my match with Lee Brett.
I don't remember that
4 years ago.
I don't remember that
You
one.
commentated it.
I don't remember nothing about that. Lee Brett was at my house yesterday. He was there yesterday. He's in L.A. right now.
Lee Brett.
He's going to play the Hard Times tournament.
One of the most, I'll have to say, kind of fascinating guys I've met
he's
in the past 5 years.
Quite a character. You got to shoot this ball.
Yeah.
That's okay, Dennis. That's okay. You didn't do nothing wrong there. Yeah, Lee that's the last event on the West Coast Swing, right?
The Hard Times, 9 ball.
Yeah, he's down in L.A. to play in that tournament. When does that start? Friday?
No, Saturday, the 15th of July.
Oh, it's a Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. Which, by the way, the West Coast Swing will be over, but that's not going to mean that any of the action's over. The West Coast Swing is really all part and parcel of, the prelude to the BCAPL Nationals and the CSI US Open events, which are going to happen the very next day,
right?
July 17th in Las Vegas. So.
You know what I find interesting is they're going to be playing the final table of the World Series of Poker at the Rio Hotel the same time the pool tournament's going on.
Yeah, and I think that happened a few years ago, the first year they came to the Rio.
I don't remember that happening, but I understand they're going to have the final table in the Penn and Teller Ballroom.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Did you play poker this year?
I played one event. I played the Limit Hold'em, and I actually wasn't feeling well, so I came back home. Look at this shot. I think he's banking the 6 up into the balls. Yeah, just like that. Oh, he missed him.
Wow. How do you miss everything there?
He wanted to hit the 5.
Oh, he wanted to come off to something.
Well, he ducked the cue ball pretty good, so it didn't really hurt him.
Notice how quickly Tony makes his decision.
That little safety you saw Tony play, that's an important shot to have in your repertoire if you're going to play one pocket. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, some guys are looking all over the table to shoot something. Sometimes the simplest little shot is the best shot in one pocket.
Yes, it is.
I don't think Dennis is that happy. He wanted to keep the cue ball on the end rail. And that cue ball slid all the way up past the first diamond.
I tell you what, my good friend Kenny Hoshida would be loving this match right now. Just want to pay my respects to him. He passed away in December of last year.
What a great guy Kenny
Former
Hoshida
owner
was.
of the
What a
Golden Q.
What a great guy. What a great guy. You bring a tear to my eye when you mention people like that. I mean, I know. I played one pocket with Tony 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Ooh, he didn't want to hit the 5 ball. He was shooting at the 3. He hit the 5. Boy.
Okay.
Tony is finally. Look, Dennis. Look at how Dennis is moving around the table. He's got a little confidence now.
Well, this puts wind in his sails, definitely.
Yeah. Well, also winning 4 games in a row. Or how many did he win? 3 in a row. He went from 13-4 to 13-7.
Yep. But, it would be
Am I right? Is it 13-7?
Yes.
Okay.
Be detrimental here for Dennis to still keep a cool head because,
he needs to do something.
We're talking a lot
right
of
now.
games in the lead. So
see, he's really taking his time on this shot. He's not playing with quite the confidence he did a week ago. I know that.
Lee Brett just sends me a message. You guys be nice. I'm watching you.
Lee, all we're doing is complimenting you.
Yeah.
Hey, Lee Brett, baddest ass in pool. Don't mess with Lee Brett. This is a good shot. Don't worry, Lee can play a little 10 ball, I guarantee you. There ain't many guys that shoot straighter than Lee. He was practicing some on my table. He was firing them balls in from all over. He did okay in this tournament up here, didn't he?
I think he struggled a little bit as far as where he finished. I think he did better in the Cole Dixon.
Okay.
I think he came in 7th, 8th or something.
Good for him. Good
5th,
for
6th?
him.
5th, 6th, yeah. So, yeah. And, by the way, it was just great seeing Lee Brett and having him as part of the tapestry of characters here at California Billiards and Family Billiards. It's great to see these guys follow not just one of our events on the West Coast Swing, but then they come to the next one,
It's the characters like Lee and a few other people that make pool the interesting game that it is for us, Lee surprised me. He called me 2 days ago and said, Jay, I'm coming to L.A. I said, come visit me.
Well, then I think hopefully he will be playing he's going to play the Hard Times 9 ball?
Yeah.
Great.
Dennis can still cut this. Is that the 1 or the 9? I guess that's the 1 ball. He can cut that in. I don't know why he's looking at this bank. Well, maybe he wants to shoot the bank. He can cross that bank. That bank will. I'd be careful with that.
I don't
bank.
like cutting the 1 because if you miss, that 10 ball's exposed.
That's what he's. Well, you got to cut it slow enough that you kill the cue ball. No, he's banking. He's definitely taking the bank.
He's got to be careful of the kiss.
You're right. It's close. I think he can beat the kiss, but he's got to be careful.
A lot of inside follow.
There you go.
Oh, he
hit it good.
Yeah, but he played it a little bit different.
Well, the important thing is he made the ball. He can't shoot see the 1 now.
Actually, he was nowhere near the kiss.
4 is 8, 9
for some reason.
Wait a second. Has he got 6 balls already?
I have a count of 5, but
maybe
5, 9, 6. Yes.
He got 6 balls.
He's playing for 2 right now.
Now, when you get a lead like this in one pocket, you can play real careful. You can send balls up table.
Well,
You don't have to take any chances now, that's for sure.
He can't make this 2. And
He wants to shoot the 1. Is he going to shoot? He's shooting another mass A shot.
Yeah, these. I have to say that I don't think he needs to go there all the time, you know?
Well, you and I agree. You got a 6-0 lead. You want to protect that lead.
Well, technically, it's a 7-ball lead, Jay. Tony Chohan owes 1.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're supposed to be playing to protect that lead and not taking any chances. There's no reason to take a risk right here. I mean, you can shoot that 4-ball. Is that the 4 or the 7 on the side rail by the side pocket? That one up there. You can just play safe off that ball.
The 7.
Yeah, you can shoot that ball and play safe, and he's never really it's like he didn't even think about it.
Well, he doesn't want to see that 8-ball. He doesn't want to leave. Okay, what's happening here? Tony's going to straddle over and take a look.
He better be careful here. You don't want to get above the 7-ball. Oh, he
hit that good.
Just total safe, which is a good one. Total safe.
Tony Chohan, sponsored by FAC, Fast Action Q.
Philippine style. Look at this. He made this bank.
Wow.
Behind the back.
Wow.
Behind the back, and he's going to have a shot.
How safe, Jay? How safe?
Behind the back bank shot. You saw it. Put that one on the highlight reel, okay? Man, oh man. Where did that shot come from? You know, the Filipinos are the best in the world at shooting behind their back, and Tony just took a page out of their book, out of their playbook.
Uh-oh, what's happening here?
He found another dead one. Look at this ball. Look at this ball.
Dead ball.
Boy, Tony comes up with some shots.
Let's take a quick look at this, an instant replay. Behind the back.
You know how hard that was to shoot that shot, gauge that bank properly?
And as a result, he is smacking his lips.
He wants to cut this 13 ball in, and he's shooting at it. I'll tell you what, if he makes that ball, yeah, he's rolling now.
Well, now he has 3. It's 3-6, and he has a very good chance to run out even from here.
Everything's in the open. Hey, if he can make those first 2 shots, he can make all these. Boy, this run out's coming from nowhere. I thought Dennis played a good safety. Tony can actually win this game from here.
He can.
He fell a little short there.
Yeah, he's gonna rub off. He might draw back, but
no, he'll
rub into the 7. He'll rub into the 7.
Yeah, he's gonna come off the bottom of the 7, not the top.
He may double kiss.
Yeah,
he came off the bottom.
He played to shoot the bank next. That's what he played for. This shot right here.
I believe he's playing. No, I'm not.
We got 1 ball coming up, so that'll be 4. Yeah, Tony's got 5 right now. This would make it 6. This is a tricky little bank. He went long. He went long.
Yeah. Well, that's a sigh of relief for Dennis.
Here comes a ball. Let me tell you.
He's going to owe a ball here, too.
On a diamond table, this ball can be banked, but you got to squeeze it just right. If he makes this bank, you'll probably win the game because he'll come up for the 2.
2, yeah. But he might sell out the 2 if he misses it, too.
He missed it. Yep. He missed it.
And look at this. Look at this.
You got to squeeze that ball with. You got to squeeze it with some inside English and hit it firm. Meanwhile, if Dennis makes it, he wins the game. But Tony's banking this one.
Tony
banking the 2.
Hits this hard or soft? He hits it soft.
He's just playing pocket speed.
Yeah.
Tony got himself right back in this game.
Yeah, well, Dennis is in trouble because he's got to remove 2 balls now instead of 1. You can't leave a cue ball down there and leave one of those balls exposed.
I think he can cross the 1 ball and put the cue ball behind the 2.
That's a good shot, but you and I both know that has its, its pitfalls as well.
Listen, there ain't no easy shot from here. Tony's got him up on the end rail. That's what he's shooting at. Wow, he hit the 2. That was good. He hit the 2. It'd have been a disaster if he went around the 2. Well, he tied up those balls. They don't go in his pocket. Look at how good he hit this ball. Look at how good he hit this ball. That's scary. That's scary.
Wow.
He had to be very careful to miss those 2 balls by the side pocket. We're 6-6. I don't know about this shot. He's trying to play a circus shot here, too, where both balls go towards his pocket. This could backfire on him.
I think he's just crossing the 7.
I don't know about that. You're right. You're right. Good call. Good call. Good call. Thank you. No circus shot. Boy,
So,
he came back from nowhere this game. Dennis got him 6-0.
And it's 6-6 now.
6
to minus
-1
1 he had him.
-1. Well, I like the way Dennis held the cue ball on the end rail there.
Well, he's going to need to. He's going to really need to beat Tony in this end game.
We've had
by leaving the ball in places like this.
We've had very few games like this today where they got down to the last 2 or 3 balls. This is interesting now. Tony's banking at this ball, but he might give up a shot. He's got to be careful here. Will Dennis shoot the 1?
Yeah, now he might shoot the 1, play a good cue ball.
Yeah, just put the cue ball across. I don't know. He's hesitant. He's very hesitant.
It's a tough shot because you have
he
to
could
play
lose
this
the
with
game.
speed.
If he leaves this 1 ball down there where Tony can bank it,
yeah, he can lose the game here.
better hit this 1 good. That's all I can tell you. Better hit it good.
Oh, he hit
Overcut it.
Absolutely horrible shot.
He left Tony that sweet bank. Now, I don't think the 1 goes because the 2's in the way, but Tony can cut this ball in.
Yeah.
He can cut it in. Dennis stuck the cue ball out too far.
Yeah, inside and squirt the ball. The drink. That is a heartbreaker for Tony.
I think that's the first time I've seen Tony scratch today. Well, Dennis can shoot the 1 ball and stop the cue ball and then bank this back ball, the 7 ball. Dennis can win the game right here if he makes his first ball. Because he just stops the cue ball right there. What is that, the 8 ball? Behind the 2?
Yeah.
Ooh, he wiggled that one in. This is game ball.
It is game ball. And dropping it in, it'll make it 8 games to 13.
This might...
She goes.
He got it in. How many games has Dennis won in a row? 4 in a row?
I think it's the 4th game now. Day number 2 of the big one. The score now is 13-8, and Jay Helfert is back with me in the box. And
hey, we're having fun now. The match got exciting.
It sure did, didn't it? I mean,
Dennis is still down by 5 games, but it's a match. It feels like it's a match now.
It does feel like it's a match, and the days can wear on long, and so they can sneak up on either player.
Looks like Tony wants to bank this 8-ball, but Dennis laid down a pretty good break there.
He sure did. Actually, and a good return from Tony.
Boy, Tony comes up with some very creative shots.
No, he is definitely and once again, it's gonna sound like I'm repeating myself, but Roy Francisco and Dennis Orcollo said just the other day, Tony is the most feared of the one pocket players that they've ever had to come up against.
I agree.
And you know what, you gotta hand it to them for having such a big heart for playing for such high stakes.
Well, both of them are not afraid. Dennis has never been afraid of the bet. In fact, it seems like for the higher the bet, the better Dennis plays. And Roy ain't afraid to step up, put his money on the line.
You've had a lot of experience with Dennis Orcollo in the last, 10
7 or 8 years.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. It's working. Dennis is looking at coming off that 6-ball, I think. Let's see. I like going up table here. I like coming off the edge of the ball and sending the cue ball up to the other end of the table because Tony's got no shot. Dennis has got 5 balls on his side. Of course, what I like and what Dennis likes are not one and the same. I like to duck, so I'm always looking to go up table. Let's see if he does. Yeah, I think he can come off the edge of that stripe ball. Wait a second. Or he's coming off the 14. I think that's the 14 going up table with the cue ball. This is all about good speed. Make sure you don't hit that corner pocket. Yeah, that's what he's thinking about. Well, I just don't think he can go wrong if he gets that cue ball all the way up table. Well, he hit it okay, Geraldine, but he didn't hit it hard enough. It'd have been a lot better shot if it had gone down to the end rail. He'd put a lot more pressure on Tony shooting from the end rail. And Tony's is a diamond and a half out from the end rail, so it gives him more options. And it's always nice to be a little closer to the balls. Tony's taking a look at that 2-ball, but I don't think it passes. Tony's going to come up with some. It looks like he's shooting at that 8-ball right in the middle. Or is that the 2? See, he made a good shot. And that's because Dennis left that cue ball in play for him. He put 2 balls over on his side, and he put the cue ball behind these other balls. Just like that, he kind of turned this rack around.
Tony is such a creative player that he's far more advanced than I could ever call a shot of his coming up. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. He's shown that over and over again in this match. Now, the good thing is those 2 balls you see on Tony's side, looks like the 6-ball and the 2-ball,
correct,
they will not go in his pocket. So, Dennis is free to shoot that 15-ball bank. See that striped ball up there by the 8? He could bank that ball and send the cue ball up table. He could bank that ball towards his pocket. Yeah, like that. That's what he's looking at. Why not? It's basically a free shot. You can move balls towards your hole, and you can put distance between the cue ball and the object balls. To me, it looks like an obvious shot, but I don't think Dennis is going to do that. Well, we'll see. He's looking at shooting into the pack here somewhere. You see, he's looking at shots, to me, Geraldine, that have some element of danger to him. And what I like about banking that 15 ball, it's a free shot. You can't get hurt shooting that shot. In fact, you can he can take the advantage back. If he shoots that ball, banks it, moves balls closer to his hole, and puts Tony on the end rail, I mean, I just don't know why he's thinking about something else, unless he sees something that I just entirely don't see. All right, that's the way he's shooting. He's going a totally different way. Oh, he wants to kiss the 5 off the 10 ball and bank towards his pocket that way. But he's shooting the ball into the... yeah, here you go. Thank you, Dennis. It took a while. God. This is all right. I promise you it's all right. It's not bad. Mainly because he put the cue ball on the end rail. He opened up those 2 balls. Those 2 balls that you see up there by the side pocket, they wouldn't go towards his pocket, and now they will.
The 1 and the 7.
Yeah.
But did he leave the 9 for Tony? Is this cuttable?
Nah, not from there. Tony can't shoot that shot. That's basically that. You lose the game if you shoot that shot and miss. And look at the distance. Look at the distance. Nah. What Tony can do, see that stripe ball, the one that's closest to Dennis's pocket? It looks like either the 10 or the 12 ball. I think it's the 12 ball, right? That stripe that's a diamond away on the end rail. Mm-hmm. Tony can shoot at that ball, bank it away, and stick the cue ball underneath that 13 ball. That's a possible shot. Nah, he's shooting it. He's going to shoot at this at the 7 ball or the 4 ball and come off that and go behind the balls. That's okay. That's a good defensive shot.
It's a good shot.
To me, this is when one pocket is most interesting. The balls are spread out. They're all down table, close to the corner pockets. And it's like, who's going to make the first mistake here? Because you make a mistake here with all these balls down at this end of the table, your opponent's going to run balls on you. Mm-hmm. See, now Safety J is going to come off the edge of that 14 ball and go all and send the cue ball up table again. That's how my mind works. You guys see the shot. That's the strike ball that's about a diamond and a half up table from Dennis's cue ball. Yeah, well, now he wants to go a different way. Dennis is going to bank a ball back. Oh, he's hiding this one. See, I understand why he did that, but in my opinion, Geraldine, putting the cue ball on the end rail is a better option. Because see, now Tony's down close to the balls, and when he's close to the balls, he's dangerous. He can come up with something here. I wouldn't want to leave him anywhere close to the balls. Look what he did. Look at this shot. He played to kick that ball that way. And that's all because Dennis left him down there. Now Dennis is in a little bit of trouble, I'll tell you. Tony just moved the ball near his pocket, opened up a bunch of balls, and left Dennis in a hole. Now Dennis has no choice but to shoot into these balls and try to play safe. That end rail option just went away. Don't mess with the big man. Tony just gained the upper hand with that shot. Dennis is going to try and duck this cue ball like that. Watch out. You see?
Oh.
That's what happened. Well, he got a little lucky. He got that one ball in front of his pocket, but if Tony's got a little bit of a problem, because even if he shoots the 3, it's going to be hard for him to play position on the next ball. You see, it's going to be hard for him not to bump that 13 ball. I don't know if it's 13, that stripe, maybe that's the 9 ball, the one closest to the 3. Let's see if he can get around these balls. Oh, wow. He did what he wanted to do. He opened up the 2 and the 6, except he missed the 3.
Oh,
wow. I'll tell you what, Dennis caught a lucky roll there. Meanwhile, see where he is on the 6 ball? If Tony would have made the 3 ball, he'd probably run out. That probably would have been game. Tony's a little sick about that. He's wandering around back there, kind of slumping his shoulders. Dennis caught a real break just now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like what you said a couple minutes ago. When the balls are that spread out, the one person who makes a mistake, that could be it.
Well, Dennis made a mistake scratching, but he escaped. What is it? God bless you, man. Dennis has got a real chance here. I mean, the balls are not sitting great for him, but he can pick off a few of them.
Hey. What's up, man? Hey, how you doing? What the hole?
Dennis owes the ball, remember that. He's trying to take this ball on the bottom rail. He got it. He can come across and shoot the 5. Now, if he can get on this 5 right, he can slide behind those other balls. He's got a chance to run some balls here if he gets right on the 5 ball. He's shooting this combination. Well, that's a big ball. Better hit this one good, though. He didn't. He didn't. It's going to cost him. That's going to cost him. You watch. That is going to cost him big time.
So I made 2 balls, but that gives him 1 point because he owes 1.
He didn't need to miss that ball. He took a chance there. That one may well cost him the game. I think Tony has just enough angle to slide over behind that 5-9, 5-9, 14, everything. Well, he went a little far. But he's still got that 1 ball. And I think he doesn't have to worry about the angle. All he's got to do is draw the cue ball back about 6 inches for the 3 next. This game, both players have made errors. Both players had a chance and made errors this game. Tony sees all those balls. He knows he's got a chance to get out here. I'm not sure. Well, he's going to have to cut that 14 ball. He was trying to open up those balls on the bottom rail a little bit, and he didn't do it.
Here?
He's got to send this cue ball around a little bit. Yeah, he's going up table and around. He's okay. He came out good on the 5. He's still rolling. He's got 4. Well, he came a little short on position for that 3 ball. He's going to shoot the 8 into these balls and try to make this ball the one. Yeah, he's going to make that ball for Dennis. So let's see. Dennis has got 2. And Tony's got 5. There's been some errors on both sides this game, Daniel, but Tony's leading 5-2. I think Dennis made a couple mental mistakes on his safety play and gave Tony the opportunity to turn things around, and he did. Dennis actually is lucky that he's even come back to the table because Tony had a golden opportunity to run out right
He
there.
had it out, didn't he?
Yeah. This is going to be tricky. Dennis is trying to go up and down table.
He's kicking. Oh, it was a scissor kick.
Well, he hit it, but he left a shot. And Tony's got an angle where he can shoot this 8-ball and come across the table for the 3 next. I don't think he's going to try to come back up table and get above the 2. Let's see, maybe. No, I don't see that.
He might just come down for the 3.
Yeah, he's just going to slide back and forth across the table like that. Now he can shoot the 3 and go up above the 2 and win the game. I think he only needs 2.
You are correct, Jay.
Oh, he overcut it. He overcut it. So Dennis is still alive in this game. Dennis has got to just give him this ball. See, Dennis wants to shoot. And I say, man, you see, he's shooting the ball. Just give him the ball and try and keep playing the game. He wants to shoot this and get shaped for that 5-ball, but
For the 13?
Yeah, it's the 13. Wow, he made a good shot, but look, he's still got to give him what happened?
The 3 just went down.
It's got to spot back up. It spots back up. Tony knows that. You see, if it's not your turn and the ball falls in,
After 5 seconds of walking away from the shot.
it's actually when you give up the table.
Yeah.
When you've given up the table, if a ball falls in, then it's got to spot back up. Like when the next player is taking control of the table. And it was long since then because Dennis had already made a ball. That's a little weird that he made that ball and it caused the other ball to fall in. You may never see that again, especially on a diamond table. Tony's playing for 1. Dennis needs them all. I can't tell if he's shooting at that 13 or if he could actually spray all 3 of these balls up table. The way they're sitting.
It looks like that's what he just was about to queue up for, but
no, now he's doing
he's
something
changed
different.
now. He's moved.
That was an interesting shot. Well executed. Dennis, see that?
That
What is it,
ball?
the 7-ball? The 7-ball will actually 3-rail towards his pocket.
Are you sure though, with the 2 where it is?
The 2's not in the way. You got to if you 3-rail that ball, you got to make the 7 hit just below the side pocket.
Just above it there.
Yeah. But he don't want to shoot that. He's going to bank this 2 instead.
Well, I don't like this shot because he can leave the 7 available for Tony.
Yeah, he could leave a bank on the 13 ball too. But when you need all the balls, you got to take a chance. You just got to take a chance.
He may bank it in such a way that he just leaves the ball down there.
He didn't do bad.
Well, I like the way he played that because Tony can't really attack the 13 or the 7. So
see, Tony's smart. He didn't even look at that 13 ball.
Yeah.
He said, "Wait a second. I need 1. He needs 5. Why should I take a chance?" Now Dennis has got to be careful here.
yes, he does. He might leave this. Look, he looks like he's trying to bring the cue ball down table over by those 2 balls. But
Yeah, he better.
But he doesn't want to leave a bank on the 13.
Exactly. This is good. This will be good. Well, the good thing Dennis did is he opened up those 2 balls. They'll go in his pocket if he can find a way to get behind him. Tony's going to. He wants to send them all up. He's going to send this ball away, the one on the bottom rail, that stripe, and just why not just send it away and stick the cue ball right there? Oh no, he's going the other way.
Well,
He's going the other way.
I think that was good.
Well, he made it good.
He took away the shot from Dennis where he could bank the 2 up table. See Dennis looking at it, but
You know, it's not always just as important. I mean, more important which shot you choose. It's how you execute the shot that you choose. You can choose a shot that maybe doesn't look like the right shot, but if you execute it properly, Tony's got a bank.
yes,
Tony's got a
he's
bank.
not looking at it.
Oh no, not the 13. Bank this ball cross
The
corner.
4. Yeah.
He loves these shots.
Yep, he's winding up.
He's a favorite to make this. He banks these balls so good. For the game. Boom.
She goes. He even got shaped for the 12.
14-8.
Jay Helfert with us today. It's 14-8. 6-game lead now instead of a 7. We started with a 7-game lead. Ooh, and he almost scratched on the break too. Not the greatest break. But Dennis has to watch out that he doesn't leave a bank on the 12 or the 8. He's probably gonna. I think he can hit the 12 ball and try to slide the cue ball underneath the 2. Oh no. Oh! That's a shot I didn't see. But often comes up in one pocket. But I just didn't look at the stack closely enough. Where's the cue ball going? He's all right. Dead straight on this 13, so I'm pretty sure he's just going to knock into the side rail. He'll probably make the 3. So this 3 ball will count as a point for Dennis. And Tony Chohan's ahead 2-1. This is a race to 40, folks. If you're just joining us, this is day 2 of the big one between Tony Chohan and Dennis Orcollo. So this will be an easy escape for Tony because there's really nothing threatening him. There's not really much going towards Dennis's pocket. We got ourselves a hell of a match today, but if you look at the way things have been going, technically Dennis is really only up one game in this set so far. We're sort of halfway through the day, and we started off with a 7-game deficit on Dennis's side. Now we only have a 6-game deficit. And it's already been 10 games. So all in all, not a huge amount of progress from Dennis Orcollo, who's still sort of trying to find his niche here against Tony Chohan. What is he doing here? Is he trying to play a combo? 13, 15, 11 combo? Bank? He'd probably use the 8-ball as a stopper. That's kind of what I think he's trying here. Oof. This looks a little crazy. Oh, wait. That's his pocket. I'm sorry, guys. I got pocket dyslexia there. I think Dennis might have left a dead ball. $14-5. And I think you can throw this ball in if you hit it right. I'm not sure if they're frozen. But it looks like they might be frozen. I don't think he wants to take the chance. I think what he'd rather do is just blast these balls out and settle with making Dennis's 11. But you'd better believe that Tony's going to try to still make something out of this shot. So he would probably come across the top of the 11, and as a result, his well, he's not going to. Okay, let's see what he plays, because the 6-ball could travel toward Tony's hole if he hits the 6 into the 11. He's trying to throw this ball in. You have to hit this kind of slow and let the spin take. It's a very difficult shot based on how he has his cue elevated. The only hard part about shooting the 6 is you've got to move your cue ball so that he doesn't leave a shot for the 15. So Dennis is probably going to take this on. Yeah, the people in the audience don't think it's going to throw that wide. And I tend to agree. Well, he's going to, I think he's going to try it. Yeah, tried it. You want to know something, guys? He got a lucky cue ball there. He sort of overhit that ball. Just enough. And it appears those balls are frozen too. Dennis looks like he's banking at this. No, he's just trying to play good cue ball. Keep the pressure on Tony to do something. And he just did something. He did something. Wow. Well, he's got Dennis going off a little bit. And I have a feeling Tony's going to make this rail first. Let's take another look at that shot. Wow. Holy moly. I believe Tony needs one. Dennis is going to try to hide the cue ball behind the 7 and the 8. And the shot worked, but only to the extent that he did block them. The 9 ball is down table a little bit. But not putting tons of pressure on Tony with that shot. Well, this opens the door a little bit. I don't know what Dennis is going to decide, but I don't think he's ready to cross that 14 just yet. He doesn't want to leave the 13 available, and the 9 ball's in the way, so it's a low percentage shot to make. Playing a 4-railer. Interesting shot. Now here, Tony, if he chose to, he could kind of lag the 7 ball down into the 4 and leave a cue ball behind the 8. He's not going to play that. He's just going to kick slowly into the 9-13. He wanted to get under the 13, I think, not the 9 ball. So he's kicking. Sold out. That was it. Oh, he needed 2. He was on 6, so then that means Dennis is on 2. So that's another game. 15-8 here at California Billiards. The big one, Tony versus Dennis. It is now 15-8 between Dennis Orcollo. This is part 4 of today's second day broadcast of the big one. And thank you to everybody for all the birthday wishes. You guys are all jokers in there, making fun of me and my oldness. So let's get this going here. It's 16-8. Huh? Wow. Four balls so far for Chohan. Okay, 15-8. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I went through a time warp with my brain. Four zero. And Dennis owes a ball. Well, Dennis is kind of trying to do the same thing that Tony's been putting on him, but this is going to cost him. Uh-oh. Good luck for Dennis. That Tony he forced that cue ball. Well, good shot by Tony, except yeah, Dennis might be tempted here to play this combination. He's tempted to play this combination, but if he doesn't play this correctly, he's going to give the table back to Tony right away. It looks like that 3 is frozen. He's deep shelf. Yeah, see. Well, here comes T-Rex on the prowl. Did Dennis get lucky? That'd be disgusting if he did. Tony's going to play the right shot, I think. This is a good shot because, well, he wants to shoot. I think he should remove the 3. He's gonna play this. He's gonna try. I think he'll make it. Yeah. This is gonna be game over. And a great bump shot there, but bumped a little too high. Cue ball went a little too low. But that's a common positional shot that you can learn from straight pool and 8 ball, and from the game of 1 pocket. So a little bit of a reprieve for Dennis, but he needs 8 balls now. So if he were to somehow run all of these balls, we would still need to spot one. So chances aren't good for Dennis in this game. And Tony's going to do the appropriate thing and take it up table. When you're up that many balls against your opponent, it's always a good idea to, if you don't have anything to shoot toward your hole, it's always a good idea to take the game up table, forcing your opponent to do crazy things. Go for banks that are very difficult. Look for a shot. It drags the game out. It wears your opponent down. So here you go. Cut shot on the 6. So careless shot by Dennis. Whoa. Wow, he really overcut that ball, didn't he? Textbook kick and stick by Orcollo. Jay, how was dinner? What did you have?
I had the chicken wings. They were very good.
Oh, I had the wings. I should have recommended the steak salad to you. They make a great blue cheese steak salad.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, although we shouldn't be talking about food. So, but I hope all of you guys have lots of popcorn popping right now.
No, I didn't. What did I miss? One game? Is it 14-8? Am I right?
No, it's 15-8 now.
Oh, and Tony's leading this game.
Yeah.
So that rally by Dennis was short-lived.
Well, it's like I said, we have a 7-game lead by Tony now, and it was a 7-game lead when we started the day off. So,
right.
This two-game recovery per day that I was discussing earlier.
Well, Dennis had done it momentarily. We're playing tonight until somebody reaches 20 games. Tony needs 5 and Dennis only needs 12.
Yeah. Must feel pretty good to be Tony right now, I mean, obviously you got to play the right shots, play careful.
Well, it's still a long way to go in this match. Remember, they're going to 40. He needs 25 more games. A lot can happen between now and then. But Dennis is going to have to muster up some kind of rally at some point. Staying even with Tony won't work.
Yeah, and I don't think the rally is going to start in this game, I was explaining to the audience who don't really understand one pocket, that when you're in a position like this, like that Tony's in, up 7 balls or 8 balls in a game, it's always a good idea to go up table, take your opponent up table. And as
pick them off one at a time.
Pick them off one at a time. Force your opponent to pick them off one at a time so that they can't do what you had discussed, which is campaign some sort of rally.
Well, Tony has done exactly what you're talking about because he's got all the balls up table except for that one ball that's spotted, which probably will be going up table now.
Yeah, which Dennis just made. So we're going to be, we're going to be seeing Dennis struggle to make whatever shots he can whilst also trying not to leave Tony a shot. And this is an extremely difficult, task for any player. 2-railer on the 8.
Look out. Look out, cue ball. Wow. Wait a second. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, Tony's got 6. Oh, wait. Am I right? 2, 4.
Tony's got 7.
Tony's got 7. Well.
And he's got a cut shot here, which I think he'll play.
He can afford to shoot it.
How'd he hit this?
Not good enough.
You sure?
Yeah. Oh,
look
but
at
wait
the
a
cue
second.
ball.
Well, I take it back. He did hit it good enough when I see the cue ball there. Dennis will just tap that ball against the rail. Tony can bank this ball. Yeah, look, see, he's looking at that 3 ball. The plot thickens. Behind his back again. We saw how good he executed that last one behind his back. Well, he doesn't need to do it here.
Hello.
It's close, but it's not getting any better for Dennis. He might as well just go ahead and shoot.
Wait a minute, Dennis.
When you're down 7-0, it's
you don't want to play the 8?
Time. Yeah. Well, that's game. That's game. Wait. Oh,
no, I think the 8 would have been better. I don't know what he's. And look at this. It's Tony's break. T-Rex will take his place on the plate. Now we have an 8-game lead.
The way you can always remember who's breaking them. Notice the score is 16-8. Whenever it's an even number of games, Tony will be breaking. When it's an odd number of games, Dennis will be breaking. That's the easiest way to remember. For instance, if the score would be 23-18, that adds up to 41. That's an odd number of games. Now you know Dennis would be breaking next. Of Of course, he would like the score to be 21-18 soon.
So, trying to fade this. This actually is a very good break.
Dennis has some options here. He can slide off this stripe ball and go underneath that one. Yeah, that's what
Off
he
the
wants
15.
to do. Yeah, off the 15.
Well, if he
slide
hits,
over.
if he hits that, that
he
one ball,
used
yeah.
that ball.
That was a better way to do it. Because if you try to slide off that ball, you come off the bottom of that one, you instantly scratch. So,
Well,
that's good.
that's true. Like I said, sometimes it's not as important. Ooh, he almost scratched.
Ooh.
It's almost not as important. It is important what you choose, but whichever shot you choose, if you execute it properly, it's a good shot. And if you don't execute it properly, you're going to get penalized or punished.
I gotta say, as old school one pocket goes, we haven't really been seeing much of that today. We've been seeing a lot of gunslinger pool.
Well, these guys are both gunslingers, that's for sure.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, you're looking at two of the highest rollers in the game right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for these two guys to find an opponent.
That is true. Which begs the question. Will we have a rematch at some point? It's always possible.
Well, definitely with Dennis, if he were to lose this match, I think he'd want to reload and play again. Well,
I think there's an opening. Yep. Well, hold on. Yeah, 14's available. So's the one.
yeah. Another critical error by Dennis. Look at this. He slid the cue ball over perfectly there.
And he played it that way. He's
Opened up more balls.
yeah. That was a penny that Dennis owed from the last game.
That was a little bit of a risky shot there. In fact, he's got a really sharp angle on this cut shot.
I think he'll be all right, Jay.
He's slamming the cue ball into the pack here.
Oh, no slammy.
He made it look easy, didn't he?
He sure did.
He used the pack to stop the cue ball.
I bet you a bucky's out from here.
I wouldn't bet you a nickel. I'll tell you what, I like the way
I want to get my
Tony's
lunch money back $1 at a time, Jay.
I like the way he's controlling the cue ball, let me tell you. Your lunch money is in my belly. Well,
He's got the 3.
yeah. He wanted to get above those balls, but he still ran a whole bunch already. What did he get, 6 balls already?
Yeah, he's on 6.
I think he owes one. Does he owe one or does Dennis owe one?
He does not owe one. The penny that was slid back under the table was from the last game.
Okay. This looks good.
Yeah.
Shoot the 2.
He needs this. This is his out ball right here.
Yeah. Well, Tony's won back all those games that Dennis just won. That's going to stop. Dennis has got a shot.
Oh, hello. Jay, you would have made a good bet.
Oh, what, do you think this game is over?
No, I'm saying I said he would get out from there, and I was wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, if I'd have bet, he'd have got out.
There you go. way to stay positive.
I saved $1. I'm not sure
What's he looking at? I don't know. I'm not really sure.
He was talking to Tony about something there for a second. See the way he holds that bridge way up there near the end.
Oh, that's an interesting way to do it. Wow, it almost allows you to play as though one would with a normal
regular
bridge.
bridge.
Yeah, your own bridge, your own hand.
Well, people don't realize.
Very well played shot.
But because the Filipinos are so diminutive in stature, they are very good players with the bridge. The best American players with the bridge are the guys that learn to play straight pool back east because they all learned how to use the bridge. And the Filipinos can use the bridge. That's why you don't see a lot of them playing with extensions. They don't need it. They don't mind playing with the bridge. Of course, they'll shoot behind their back. They'll switch hands.
Hey, take a look, though. Let's take a look at the replay.
See the way he holds that bridge way up there?
Anyway, we're back now.
He's got a chance to make this game close. Get the 7-ball next. He'd like to find a way to bump these balls, but I don't know if he can. I don't know if he got the right angle for it. If he could just tap that 13 ball, it'll open those two up. No, it looks like he just doesn't have the right angle. Now, does he want to try to go up table and get behind that ball that looks like the 8 ball up at the top of the table? I'm not sure.
Jay, forgive me, is that his second ball he just made or a third?
Well, Tony's got 7. So Dennis has got 2.
That would make it his second point.
Yeah, that's all.
He's taking a little while to shoot, so
Yeah, he's going for the 8 ball.
Well, he wants to win.
He came
this
short.
game.
He came short. He's got to clear the 2 ball out now. Woo!
That was good. It was good. And you know what? He covered the 8 ball. So I'm believing
He's banking this.
that it is actually
Look
7.
at how nicely he
Wow,
hits this
that
shot.
was beautiful. Well, that's his specialty, That among other things.
Yeah, what I was going to say, what isn't his specialty?
Yeah, he's...
Tony seems to be pretty well schooled in all aspects of the game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't really see any weaknesses.
It's it's really funny because I'd seen some loose playing when he played Shane Van Boening a few days ago, and he appeared as though he had issues with focus, But I see him today, and it's not even a question.
Well, this is a little more serious match than the ones with Shane.
Well,
not that those weren't big matches.
He was still playing for 10,000 in the middle against Shane.
And Tony still managed to win both of them. He got a nice little bonus playing Shane.
Yes, he did. What's Dennis doing here at this crucial point of the game?
He wants to shoot that 8 ball.
It's very hard to call it here. I don't like shooting this 8 because what he's going to do is he's going to bump that 9 down table a little bit when he does that.
Well, that's what he wants to avoid. I don't know if I'd mess with these.
Maybe he
balls.
should just thin the 9.
He's having second thoughts. Now it looks like he wants to play safe off the side of the 2 ball. Now he shoots. Now he's shooting at
Thank
13.
you.
Oh, he's coming up. This is an interesting shot.
It's going to be a foul, but you know what? I
It
think
is a foul.
I think it was an appropriate shot. I think it was a good shot.
Wait a second. Sure looked like he fouled. Dennis said it went to the rail after contact, but
Oh, maybe the 8 did.
I don't know, man. But they both agreed that there was no foul, so. Dennis, you banking that 13? Let's see. Yes, he is. He hit it good. He hit it pretty good.
Wow. Wow. I mean,
that's Tony's game ball, but I don't know if he wants to shoot it. He is. He's shooting the 2 for the game.
Wow.
Now he wants to shoot the 8 for the game.
Well, you shoot the 4 and you actually knock the 13 in. That's
is that
what
the 4?
Yeah.
Well, that's
but
you're
the
right.
4's a harder shot. He wants to just go ahead. Just make the ball, right? That's what he's telling himself. That's the dialogue right there.
Boom. Now
Whammo.
Tony's won 3 games in a row. He's leading 16-8. 17-8, excuse me. If Tony's ahead by 10 games after today, it's an insurmountable lead. That's my opinion. If he's ahead by 10 games, it's an insurmountable lead. Dennis cannot catch him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a shame, but everybody wanted to see a close, tightly contested match, but
Sure thing.
that's not what we're getting right now.
No, we're getting a massacre here.
I don't know if I call it a massacre, but
Well,
it's a beatdown.
it is a beatdown. It is, and it's a dose of humility for Dennis and for everybody who, we're pretty confident that Dennis was,
The man.
unbeatable,
He was
the man.
He was the man for a couple months.
Yeah.
See how fickle fate is in the pool world? Dennis was the man, but all of a sudden, it's like, world title fights.
Yes, it is.
When Dennis beat Scott and beat him so soundly, all of a sudden, before he played Scott, there was a lot of people that questioned Dennis' ability at one pocket. And I've always known he played good. Remember, he won the U.S. Open 2 years in a row. But
he came and he won this West Coast Swing One Pocket 2 years in a row too. This was the year that he beat it, and he beat Alex Pagulayan pretty handily.
But everybody was right. Everybody switched over and they got on Dennis's bandwagon. Nobody can beat him. He's going to beat Chohan, blah, blah, blah. And it just goes to show you that there are many very good players in this country. Because, in my opinion, there's a half dozen other guys that play this speed. I mean, I'm talking about Justin Hall.
Sure, Joey Gray,
Chip Compton.
yes,
Danny Smith.
Billy
These guys
Thorpe.
are all threats. They're all threats.
There's also a couple of other, Richie Richardson.
Well, I don't put him in that league with these top guys.
Okay, sorry, Richie, if you're listening, we're sorry.
No, Richie's listen. When it comes to gambling, Richie's up there with the best, but he's got to get weight from the top guys. He gets something. They give him the break, or they give him 8-7.
Let's not also forget, guys, that like you got Sean Putnam, Jeremy Jones, and and we have seen very little activity from those guys. But those are also strong forces in the game, innovators of the game.
Jeremy Jones, Corey Deuel, Shannon Dalton.
Dalton.
If Shannon Dalton gets a stroke, he's liable to beat anybody.
That's true. It's true. So, Dennis's break.
Trailing 17-8. Tony's cutting his 13 ball in. He says, I'm going for it. Boom. Look at this. The one came out perfect for him.
Wow. Oh, man.
And that 10 ball will go. If he slides over across table.
Man, we are seeing some crazy good pool today.
Well, he turned the cue ball loose there. And the cue ball could have ended up anywhere, but it ended up perfect. And like I said before, the good players get the rolls. Tony's on his way this game. He's looking good. He's got 4. He's halfway there. And there's 4 balls right out there for him. Well, he got a little bit more of an angle than he wanted on the 11, but he's all right. He's going to have to slide around that cluster of balls by Dennis's pocket. Let's see if he can thread the needle here. That's what he wants to do.
I tell you what.
That combination might go. That 2-9 might go. And he only needs 2 balls, so he may just shoot it. He hasn't taken a real long look at it. He's looking at this one. He's ducking. He's smart. He's smart. He said, I'm ahead 6-0. He said,
well, for the guy that eats 8 and out for breakfast, this is just a snack for him. I'll be right back. I'm leaving you with Geraldine, keeping score. Jay on the mic. Thanks for watching POV Pool, and subscribe to this channel and hit the like button.
How do they donate to you? What do they got to do, Daniel? If somebody wants to make a contribution to POVPOOL. POVPOOL@gmail.com. If you appreciated this show, send a couple Benjamins. I mean, I know some of you guys out there are going to make a score on this match. Oh, okay. Daniel says you've already donated. The ones that have donated, thank you very much. If you haven't donated yet, empty out, guys. Hey, listen, all I can tell you is we're really fortunate to have people like Daniel putting on shows like this for us. This is how you see great pool today, right here. Because, you know, not all of us are able to travel all over the country to these tournaments. And it's nice to be able to sit in the luxury of your home and the comfort of your home and watch 2 good pool players go at it. I mean, you guys have done an amazing job this week. I mean, it's been one tournament after another for what, 2 weeks now? Non-stop, Geraldine.
Almost.
Yeah. I'm tired just thinking about it. And you're not done yet, are you?
No. We have a couple more days here, finishing off this match, and then depending on what time it ends, we might just drive straight to Hard Times in Bellflower.
Wow.
And set up in the morning for Saturday the 15th through the 16th.
Are you doing anything in Vegas?
No.
Okay.
We will show up, stop in for the weekend at some point.
Well, I'm kind of up in the air. People have asked me about it. Am I going to do commentary? Because I've done it the last couple of years. I'm a little up in the air right now because I'm in the middle of a personal situation involved in bringing my fiancée to the United States, and I need to stay close to home until I know everything is all right. And she's got her visa, and we got a plane ticket. So right now, that's of paramount importance to me. Dennis is banking. He's banking at 2 rails. He made it.
Ooh.
Good shot. Got a chance to get some balls here. He's got to draw the ball up above the side pocket and back across the table. It's not so easy to shoot this shot on a diamond. You got to put a lot of extreme, like, oh, is he going? He's going inside, I think. He's going 3 rails around. Let's see. You know why? It's easier to do that on the diamond table than it is to draw. It's hard to draw that ball above the side pocket from there. And this got a chance to get back in this game. He's got 2, and we can see 2 sitting right there. He needs to do something. Because Tony is closing in on 20 games fast. This is a good shot. Get behind this ball. 7 ball. He'll slide over and shoot the 5 next. Well, this would be something if Dennis could find a way to steal this game, because he looked like he was dead in the water here. I'd like to roll this 9 ball in. Looks good. Ooh. If he makes the 5, he's tied the game up 6 apiece. I think he just played a bank the 6 next. You can't get behind these balls. That's what he's looking at. Where do I want to get where I can bank this 6 ball and make it? Yeah, he's going below this ball, so he doesn't have to flirt with the side pocket. Well, he got the perfect angle here. He's run 6 balls. This game's tied 6 balls apiece. This is the hardest shot in the run right here. Wow, swish.
Very nice.
Now he can bank this ball by the side pocket. This ball banks. This one's tricky because you got to hit it firm. I don't know if you can slow roll this ball and then... Yeah, he knows that he's got to be careful with this one because if he misses, he can leave a bank for Tony. Tricky bank here to win the game.
Oh.
Almost. That's the way he had to hit it, hard enough to knock it out of the pocket, to leave the pocket if he didn't make it, and he did. Well, Dennis ran 7 balls. Tony's trying to bank this ball. Kind of a backwards bank. It's going to be short. Diamonds will bank short on you. Dennis can slide off the side of this ball, kind of scoot it over towards his pocket and bring the cue ball all the way up where the 3 is. He won't make this ball, but yeah, if he can get it over on his side of the table and bring the cue ball way up table. Oh, he didn't even try to get it over there. He was afraid of giving up a bank shot, so he just said, Tony's going to make the 3. The reason he wants to make the 3 is get both balls in play down table because, oh, look at this kick shot. Wow, that's nice. I thought he was going to make it. Instead, he put it in play by his pocket. See, since Tony needs 2, he wants them both down table. I'm not sure if Tony can 2-rail this 3 ball out of the corner. He looks like, yeah, he's looking at it like he can, I think. Let's see. Yep. This is kind of close, but not quite. I mean, Dennis he needs 1, but he could easily lose this game from here. And he knows it, too. Very careful shot there. He wanted to make sure he didn't put a ball over on the side rail where Tony could bank it. Pretty nice comeback Dennis made this game. A few minutes ago, he was pretty much dead in the water, and now he's needing 1 ball. Dennis may try to bank this 3 ball at his pocket. It can bank. You can make this shot. You got to hit just above the point. A little bit of inside English. Yeah, You got to overcut it a little bit. Again, the danger with shooting that bank, if you overcut it too much, then you're going to leave a bank for Tony. But he's got a chance to win if he shoots this shot. I don't know. He hasn't made up his mind. He's a little indecisive. I'm not sure about this now. Nope. Let's see. Will Tony go for this bank on the 5?
Yes.
Or will he bank the 3? He's going to bank the 3 cross corner. This is a little easier than the shot Dennis had. He hit his high too. As long as both those balls are down table there, Tony's got a chance to run them both if he gets any kind of shot. Dennis would be a lot happier if those 2 balls were up at the other end of the table. He knows he's got to be careful. Maybe come across the 5 ball and put the cue ball down underneath the 3. Let's see. Kind of like this. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Tony's going to shoot this 5 2 rails towards his pocket. I'll tell you what, he shoots these shots as good as anybody in pool today. This is a very hard shot, especially because he's flirting with the side pocket with the cue ball. That's what he just took a quick look at. He said, how do I duck that side pocket? He doesn't want to lose his cue ball here. Wow. He just made this. As soon as he elevated his cue, the shot. Oh, he banked the other way. Boy, Dennis almost had a shot at the 5. Almost. Cue ball rolled about 2 turns too far. Dennis is thinking about banking at 2 rails, back and forth across the table. He said, I know I can play safe shooting the 3. This is not bad. If he's got the 5 ball as a blocker, that's not a bad shot right there. Tony might try to cut this 5 in. This is another shot he shoots good, these backwards cut shots. Dennis can cut the 3 in and win the game. Kind of like that. Boy, he needed that game. He had just lost 4 in a row. 17-9.
Dennis has almost made it to day 2.
You mean he almost got the first 10?
Yeah.
Oh, God, Geraldine, you're rough.